Aquarius, how you doing, guys? So we're here to do your reading. I am got a lot of lack of motivation at the moment. Obviously we're all going through quarantine, so I feel that around your energy. So forgive me if your messages are a little bit stagnant, but we've got quite a few. Okay, so we look into this can be past, present, or future, but these are pretty much channeled messages that are just substances that they could be literally coming from anywhere, and I can't never pinpoint who, what, where, or when, to be honest. Okay, I'm trying to learn to tap into when. Sometimes they do, sometimes they're very timeline specific of where I am told that. But generally we go over these and then we look into a Back to the Future tarot card reading. Okay, so the first thing, the major thing that I got through for you, Aquarius, was regulations. Okay, like regulating some kind of breathing apparatus. Now, the reason why I don't like giving these over is because I don't want everybody to think, oh wow, is this going to happen? Am I going to suffer from my breathing? Okay, because it's something to do with like breeding, like it's because it's a younger person or it's a relative, but it's a relative that you know that might need more care, because we're talking about care workers is what they're saying, that it's more to do with care workers or people that are caring for someone of the elderly or an orderly in a hospital, because I'm definitely picking up and I can see that, you know, when people have these air chutes and they go through their nose and it's here and it's like they need oxygen. Okay, so I don't know where I'm picking that signal up, if it's coming from where you're working or if it's you, or I don't know. That's why I don't want to freak people out. Okay, so I'm just going to go with the messages, but I'm definitely seeing like, and it's to do with like relatives. Okay, and it might, they're saying that it might be genetic, because what I'm picking, not the breathing part, I'm picking up the breeding part. The breeding. It's something about to do with like breeding or breathing, right? Breeding. But regulations, they're saying that there might be something to do with like a condition of something, right? That could well be genetic. That what you're seeing is a lot to do with regulating a temper flare, that someone has around you, this temper, right? And you're regulating it, you're keeping an eye on it. So why I'm getting a little confused is because I think that it's a lot to do with you as well as the other person, right? But I don't feel around like a real bad energy around you, Aquarius. I just think that you're aware of it, and you are aware within something within yourself and also another. And I think that it's coming across as like butting heads quite a lot, okay? And that you're fully aware of this, because I'm picking up like a big Sagittarius energy around you. Just put that one there. That there is something to do with regulating temperature, right? Now, keeping an eye on my temperature, but for a lot of you, it's not temperature, it's temper. It's a temper that someone has, which is why I'm relating it to temperance, but it doesn't, they could have this anywhere in their chart, and it might not be them, right? But again, keeping an eye on someone's temper. So I'm not tracking their every move, I'm just kind of very aware of it, that there is someone that does have this extreme temper, right? And it is something to do with genetical code of genetics, where it runs in the family, right? So it either runs in the family or it doesn't, but it's in the family. Either way, it's something to do with the family, right? Now, there is something around this for you guys where in the family, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's passed on from one to another, but I think that you know about something around that it is something to do with your family, or that you're worried that it could be passed on from one to another. Now, for some of this, I'm picking up, now these are other people that are working for people with dementia, okay, or it is someone that could well be suffering through dementia, because I'm picking up a lot of forgetting, like I'm just seems to be forgetting quite a lot of stuff. So it's a lot of like, well, let's just forget it, let's just drop it, let's just forget it, because there's an energy around that I can't quite get a grips with, right? That it's a lot to do with something is there, and then all of a sudden it's not. It's kind of, it's there, and then it's not, and then it's there, and then it's not. And I don't know if I'm picking this up as some kind of like mental illness, or because you work for the mental health, right? So I don't know where that's really coming from. But it is something also to do with genetics. Okay, so we're going to come off that one quickly. So the one thing that I picked up was check out, check in, check out, check in, check out, cash in, cash out. Like a cash and carry. They are specifically what I wrote. Check in, check out, check, check. Checking a lot, like on someone, like checking on someone. It's like I constantly need to check on them just to see if they're okay. I constantly need to check on them if they're all right. And some of this is coming across as like an elderly person, someone that does really need help, okay, and that you're checking on them, constantly checking on them, right? Or someone is constantly checking up on you, and it's probably driving you nuts, right? So either way, I'm coming across from somebody pinpointing energy of something. I picked up on check in, check out, cash and carry, right? So a lot of you could work in a shop or an actual cash and carry, because I'm picking up that a lot of things that are all checked in, they're checked and then they're checking out. Now it's either the Czech Republic, okay, or it's working for the public, because I wrote Czech Republic, but now they're saying that it's either Czech Republic or it's the public, right? Providing a service for the public, and it is checking in and checking out, and it's write your own check, because I picked up money for nothing and your checks for free, right? So for some of you, it could be the males that have chicks for free. I don't know, are chicks for free? I don't know. Or it's chicken, or or it's food, delicatessen type sort of checking in, check out, check in, check out, check in, check out. Some of you it's food articles. Some of you it's a service that you provide for people where it's all checking in and then it's all checking it out. So someone is checking you out for a person that can provide a good service of quality of what they want, because I'm picking up on like quality foods or quality items of like breathing apparatus, and it's like PPE and all that kind of thing, right? And making sure that we have enough stock, okay, and making sure that I have enough stocked up, because I'm picking up like go, like it's all, I said a go. Okay, so yeah, definitely cash in, cash out, cash and carry. So it feels like that I have this service, okay, and I've got all of these things stored up, and I'm setting something up so the public can have my items. So I've been setting it up for a while. So a lot of you possibly do work still out there in the NHS or for the public. Some of you work at home and you're providing a service from at home. Now, they're also saying checks for free, right? So some of you, you're going to also possibly get a check for free, which is from the government, that might be providing you some money to keep you ticking over if you're working from home. If you're not physically out there working, there is probably a package that a lot of you have already set up, but some of you may not. Okay, that's what they're saying. And for those that may have, there is checks for free, right? Which is not really free, but it's providing a service of where that you might literally be working for someone, but they've kind of laid you off through, because we have to stick with this coronavirus of what's going on, because everybody is still in it, right? And these are going to affect your lives. So this is why I've made a lot of pinpoints, really, to pinpointing a lot of your channeled messages. And some of you got in early, right? You got in this early, because it feels like that a lot of you were aware of that you might be self-employed but unemployed from where you were, because you could have like a little business running, right, and it's growing, but you've also got something where you've done it early enough that you can get a package provided from social services or the governor saying the governor of the state or wherever you live, right? But they're saying that you are more than likely entitled to a package, right? So this could be if you work for the National Health or you work for mental health services. That, I mean, in Britain you can get that. If you look after someone and you're a carer or someone suffers through that, you can get sickness benefit, right? You can get benefits for all that kind of stuff, but that's the UK. But so I don't know about anybody else in different countries. But you can get like packages, and I think that you're looking into packaging, sending it off, taping it up and sending it off to people, right? So as well, like boxes of items, like Prime and all that kind of thing, that you might be a DBS worker or something like that that is providing a lot of services where it could even be like a big storage yard container where they've asked you now to work, where they might say, okay, well, we've got all of these things that the government is now saying that we need a lot of. So because they need a lot of it, we can now go back to work and we can actually start producing all of this stuff out on a line. Because I'm also hearing a Leo, right? But a line, and it's going like being all checked out, okay? All being checked out. But I'm also hearing like a beep, like beep, and it's like checking all this stuff off, and it's like one of those, I don't know, when you go for a cash and carry, and there's like, okay, like beep, okay, I've got that one, beep, and I'm testing that one. It's like, okay, that's all now, it's all clocking up. So something's all clocking up, right? Clocking in, clocking out as well, like a time gate. They're saying like a time gate or something. Lionsgate, also Lionsgate. So something could be coming up for you around Leo season, which could be August, right? I don't know, or it's involving something to do with Lionsgate, right? 888 Lionsgate, 888. So I don't know what that is, but anyway, again, so. I mean, I don't know if you've seen a lot of my predictions, because I was saying for a lot of people that things are due in June and July. Okay, now for some of that, I was coming across as a baby, right, for other signs. But I also said about this coronavirus that it started to come through as where we're going to get some kind of like relief, a little relief. I mean, what on earth are people doing in this, well, I'd say this country. I'm not getting into a country war, but wow, man, the things that I have kind of like had to look at to try and find out if I might be possibly going back to work at any point, and that doesn't look like that's possible. In the UK, we are like under strict still regulations that we're not going anywhere, right? But in other countries, obviously, like people are like, wow, man, what on earth are people doing? What are they doing? I mean, I don't want to get into where people live, but I mean, wow, you've got to be careful. Really? It's a bit too early, man, because this coronavirus, that's nowhere near over. If you think for a fact that that's over, you know, and that is, well, we're in lockdown and suddenly they're just going to come up with like, you can go back out and that we're safe. Man, this thing's going to go on for years. The second wave is going to be like winter again. Then we've got to contend with the flu virus, right? So we're banking on like an actual... let's forget it, right? Let's go. Let's go on to your. But I just think everybody should really be like, you know, careful. But working hard, crash dump, right now. I'm definitely picking up like a flare up, like a tear up. Also, like someone has this immense temper around you that you've got to be very careful, because it just seems that someone knows about this flare up. And it's like, I just seem to be floating by, and it's like I'm trying to mind my own business. Before I know it, someone's had this flare up with me, and it's like, what on earth? Or it's like a personal skin flare. Because through another reading that I've just done that's now coming to my recollection is mark on the skin. And they're saying that that could possibly be in your energy as well. Where... because I picked up on the name Mark, right? The name Mark. But marked and scorned by also it was the devil in that one, which was just like not satanic, but it was Capricorn. And the mark of the devil, which is also why I'm hearing about Capricorn, that is now coming through to me from other readings into your reading now. there's something that's being transferred from one to another between the devil energies, between your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs. That's what they're saying now. That something's being transferred, right? Transference and transferring and referrals and transferals. Also transferring some kind of something through the devil energy, right? Which is a lot to do with, it could be ego, it can be drugs, drinking, alcohol, overindulgence, isolating, worrying, stress. You know, the devil can be anything, but it can also be firm. I don't know. I think that some of you know someone that has Capricorn in your chart that you don't get on with, and I don't know why they're saying that. But I'm going to stick with something to do with like a mark on the skin or something, like marking stuff, which is also like keeping an eye on something. So they're also saying that superhuman, which was also, I forget what his name was, superhuman, and I left it, heading towards the sun, Leo energy. They had it in a song in previous readings, can't remember which ones. Because it was hand built by robots, right? So there's a song in there called Superhuman, right? So check that one out. I can't think what his name is at the moment, but he's done the album hand built by robots, and I think it's on that album and it's called Superhuman, or it's the other album that he done that's called Superhuman, right? So check out those songs, guys, because there might be some messages in there for you. Okay. But whatever it is, because I'm hearing like a course, a crash course, right? And I'm hearing like superhuman, where you're becoming a specialist at something. It's like I'm specialising in something, and I'm becoming very fast and efficient and quick at churning it up and churning it out. Whatever it is, you feel like a superhuman at the moment. Like your energy is like, whew, it's like I feel like a superhuman, right? But again, there is an energy around you of needing to regulate that temper and also that superhumanness, because it's something to do with like someone might be taking medication that makes them feel like they're a superhuman, but all of a sudden then they have a crash dump, which could relate to someone that could possibly have bipolar. Now, as far as I know, that I'm not a medical surgeon by no means, but as far as I know, that people that can have bipolar, they can be given a substance that makes them superhuman and very high, okay? Because in order to regulate that, for that very high and low level, they have a crash dump by giving them something that's extremely high. They take them higher than life, okay? And it makes them higher than life. So it regulates their energy levels by what's in here, by regulating it higher, okay? So it's something to do with that, right? But that's only for people that know that there could be some kind of like medication that someone's having to take. So you've got to be very careful on your energy levels is what they're saying, right? Now, they're also saying superhuman, of churning stuff in and churning stuff out, like becoming a superhuman. You're becoming very efficient to what it is that you're taking a course for. Because you're either providing a course but also taking a course. I don't believe anybody in life is a full teacher, because even teachers still have to study and learn very hard at their craft and their art to provide a service to actually learn more. So there's always more. That's what they're saying, that there's always more to learn, there's always more to provide, and there's always more to give. So there's more, is what they're saying, that there's more and there's more and there's more. So don't worry, because they're saying that whatever you're doing as providing of a service, that you will be provided by the universe. And that's why that takes strong belief. Because my belief, and it doesn't have to be everybody else's, is it doesn't matter what you focus your energy into. If you're putting all of your energy and spending it all into something that produces a value content of hard work, you will more than likely get paid from somewhere that you don't even realise. It'll come at you from behind, because what goes out must come back in, okay? Whether you look at it from top to bottom or back to front, it doesn't matter. It comes from out here, right? So when it's coming from out here, you're focused here thinking, right, I'm putting all this dedication, all this work into here. and all of a sudden you become a superhuman at it, right? And you're thinking, well, why is this not working? Why is that not working? But the universe can provide you with what you're worth, right? So they'll provide that for you. So divine time starts to take its toll and take its hand upon you, which is hand built by robots, okay? So it's in that song, Superhuman, right? The lyrics are going to be very, listen to the song, bruv. right? So I'm trying to get what I'm trying to say. But listen to the song, Superhuman. Hand built by robots, meaning that you're building something, right? And you're creating it by a robot, okay? So you're making something and you will get paid for that, for all of the energy that you're pushing into something, basically, okay? And it comes at you from out here. That's law of attraction. You put your focus into something and your work and your energy directly straight into something, and trust me, through 7, it just comes at you from everywhere. So you have to be very careful, because at those times, normally when you're open to receive and you've just had a dump of everything and it's all crashed into everything, okay, that you have to make sure that when you're still open, that you are still open for attack, which is very difficult to be a medium or anything like that, because the moment anything good starts to happen, the bad can happen at the same time. You've got to be very careful around that. I don't lead people up the garden path. Normally when you're open as a vessel and you're providing all of this stuff, all of a sudden the good comes in as the good and the bad and the evil, right? You're open vessel for channeling. So it comes from everywhere. So all of a sudden you can have like a real good spell, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my word, what on earth just happened? You know, like, I'm not saying that you lost everything. I'm just saying that, like, people can start to feel your energy whilst you're there, and they notice that, and they fly around you like moths to a flame, and all of a sudden they're like, and they're on you like, whoa, what? Sidewinder, right? So they're your messages. But if you're interested in crash dumps or crash courses, it's definitely something to do with like taking a crash course, right? A driving course, or a course that's like superhuman to get it up fast. It's like, I need to become fast and efficient, and I'm doing it in order to become, like, you know, advanced, right? So so if you are interested in any of that stuff, that's why I offer the Skype call, okay, which is to get rid of your subconscious head dump stuff of photographic memories that are trapped, and then we go over a process that helps this become more efficient. Okay, so that's manifesting, really, but if you are interested in those are available. So what we do now, quickly, Aquarius, is we look into your past and see what's been happening, okay? So let's have a look. So the past, the truth, try to get prized. It's like prying, or crying. There's some kind of like trying to get the truth out of someone. It's like, well, can you handle it? If I actually give you this truth, would it be well received if I was to actually say, okay? Because I was waiting for you to say something. It's like I was just waiting around for you to say it, but I don't know if I actually should have done, because it feels like that it's now, it's like I'm holding on to it. It's like I'm holding back the years, holding back the tears, right? But holding back, it feels like someone's holding things back on you, like holding back. Or someone's been on your back for the truth. It's like, you know, it's like when you speak to me, it's like, I need you to tell me the truth. And it's like, what truth is it that you want me to say? A truth serum? Do you want truth serum or a serum? Right, but what do you want? Truth serum or not? Because it's like, well, you know, if I give you the truth, what is it that I'm literally going to say to you? Because you're standing around waiting for me to tell you something that I possibly don't want to say. Because the truth is not, it's locked away. This is sword in the stone. It's like, you know, I need to pry or cry. Someone was probably crying. I don't know why. Because someone was focused on their life. This person here was focused on their life, of what it is that they do for their life. It's like life is there all of the time, and you can't let go of it, right? And someone was so dedicated towards making it and making their life happen that it feels like someone wanted to know about your life, right? And this is not Bob Aspel, and this is your life, come on down. You know, it's like, or Bob, Bob. But again, this is not your life. So I think someone said, look, this is not your life. It's not my life either. I don't know why I'm picking that one up. These are channeled messages, Aquarius. So you see, this is caring. Sharing and caring, right? Or Karen. The name Karen or Sharon, right? Sharon! Ozzy, are you still watching my channel, bruv? You must be like isolating if you're watching me. But again, this is people that work for the caring community, right? So this is a carer. So it's kind of like, well, we need to hold on to this truth. We need to hold on to this job. Whatever it is, I need to hold on to it because it's the only thing that I've got now. So for some of you, you possibly work in the NHS or you work as a delicatessen. This person serves and provides food for people, okay? And they do. I know that people say, oh, this is chick feed. Unless you actually go out and start giving birds food, I don't know, because it could be feed the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. Human race, right? The human race and the human rights activists and all that kind of thing, right? But I'm definitely picking up that someone just wanted to know about your life, really. They just wanted to know how you were getting on. You might not have been together through this time, and that you might have been asked to either one, some might be working at home, and some could be working, still out there working for the public, right? Because that card to me is a bit like for the people, you know, whatever that saying was. It's like, hear the people and for the people and forescorned and warned and all that sort of stuff, right? I'm not religious or whatever that was. Sorry. Was that like a king or something that ever used to say that? I can't remember. Well, it was probably the Hierophant that said it. The Hierophant said it. So, well, the government said that you will get something, you know, you will get something. So what you get is a relationship and a marriage that you're physically in now. So a lot of this are for the people that are working for the government. So if you're working somehow for the council or the government, if you're not, but you are still on the books, which is why you pay stamp and all that, but you're on the books, it's more than likely that you're going to get paid, right? Because you're on the books, meaning like your company might be insured in order to pay you if you need compensation, right? So there's some kind of like compensation that, this turned into a money reading, more of compensation that you can get from the government itself, but possibly also from your boss that could also be paying you as well. So you might have two lots of money, right? So you could have two lots of jobs, two lots of money, two lots of income. You are providing for your family and more than likely for your husband or wife or relationship. Now, if you're not physically with them, you will more than likely have been talking during this time. But someone was really dedicated towards having to go to work, right? They were wondering about their family and about things and about, you know, how am I going to support myself and how am I going to live and how am I going to maintain this container, the same retainer, a retainer, or a Lorraine, or retainer. Like I need a retainer. What is an earth is a retainer? Like something for the teeth? Retainer? I don't know. What is a retainer? It's like a payoff, right? I need a retainer. It's like, can I have like a loan or something? This is a bank loan or a loan. It's like, am I allowed and can I have a loan? Some of you might have been seeking for a loan from like the company or from the bank and asked for a loan and asked for like relief. So some of you might have asked for like, or you might have been relieved from work for a while and you're now asking the government, can we have a retainer on like the money that we need? Like, so the bills and all that sort of stuff. This is really just to do with like work and money, finances and stuff like that. Oh dear, so you definitely had something controlling around you guys. Again, here, 9, this is like prowling. Someone's been prowling around. They've been trying to get through your barrier, okay, trying to get through your wall. This is also a firewall, right? Someone might have been trying to take your stuff, so welcome to my channel. The person that was stealing my Cancerian video, it's only one video that this guy's got, and it's from March for a Cancerian video, right? And every time do I report this person, after like a few days, he goes through all his channels that he's got, gets taken down by YouTube, and then after like 3 or 4 days now, he's actually starting to just creep it back up. It's a March reading, bruv. God. But firewall. It's like someone's trying to protect themselves, right? Sorry, but that does really knock me off. It really does. You know when you put all your passion into something and some sneaky little asshole just takes your stuff and puts it on their channel and reckons that it's for them and that they done it. That knocks me off more than any person in life. Right? It does. But there's like protecting, like this is protecting services, child services or protection services. But again, there was someone that was trying to sneak back in. It's like I need to get back into your energy, because 9 can be an energy of narcissism, gaslighting, PTSD and trauma. You know, this could be a lot of worry, a lot of worrying and stress around you. But this could be for someone that you're caring for, or someone that needs looking after, but someone might not have liked being like hounded for something. It's like, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you all right? And it's like, yes, I'm fine. Stop asking, right? For some of you, it's for that. But because it's all being controlled by the government, it's all being regulated and controlled by things that are literally being out of your hands, which is either one, it's to do with work, or it's an actual condition of something. This is a condition. It is a condition. It's a disorder. Okay, it is a disorder. Now this can be blood work, it can be a temper flare, it can be courage, it can be strength, it can also be PTSD, right? But there is a lot of worry. There's been a lot of worrying, right? Of, am I still going to be able to provide and care for this person if I'm not with them, right? Or I am with them, but it's been driving me slightly nuts. 9, 10, 11, 2. Right, so 2, again, what do I do? What do I do about this 2? Because it seems to be preventing itself yet again, where I'm like, well, I'm compromised. I don't know what to do. Like, you know, I can't do anything about it. What do you want me to do? There would be conversations, pretty much. What do you physically want me to do if I can't do anything? You know, I can't do anything about it. So you don't, it's like, don't keep asking me, you know, if I'm all right. It's like, if I'm not all right, trust me, you'll know that I'm not, but you don't need to keep checking up on me and asking me if I'm fine and if I'm all right. Okay, there is some of that. Let's see. Yeah, eyes wide shut. Eyes wide closed. Something was taken from you. Everything was taken from you. Everything. This is like I'm sitting here with nothing. I'm literally dreaming. This person is in illusion as well, guys. Cancerian. But illusion. This is an illusionist. This can be dreaming from PTSD. This can be stuff that's trapped in your subconscious memory that you need to let go of, because this is like not prepared to look at it. Even though you might be looking at it, this is like, I'm not prepared to really let go of something yet. So something is trapped in your energy that is not prepared to let go. This is trying not to see it, because there's nothing there. There was nothing there, right? So this is someone that could well be going through PTSD and trauma, right? Because there's nothing there. So it's a thought, pretty much, right? So whatever it is, it's not there. It's a thought of that. So it's a condition of someone's mental health. There. Because thoughts are not real, even though they're there. But I'm just picking it up that it's something is not there. It's not. It's like there, but it's not there. Someone's really confusing someone. That things are. That could be gaslighting. You know, someone's trying to make someone believe that something's there, or was, that something's there that is physically not there. Now, hopefully, a lot of that isn't a flare of cancer, okay, because that can be a condition, but I'm really not feeling that one, okay. But you've got 2 7s back to back here, right, here. So this is karma, right. So So what's been going on? Well, this is emotional distance. This is I can't see you. This is I can't see you. Like I can't see you at the moment, right? Can't see it. Whatever it is, it's been making someone very like the chariot would be going all over the place. It would not have no idea where it's spreading or where it's going. Okay, so there can be a disease around that, but I don't really want to go into that for people. But again, this is like I'm needing to get back into my car again. Like I'm needing to. I don't know why I'm picking that one up. Like I need to get back in on the seat. Like I need to get back on the wagon. Some of you could have fell off the wagon. You could have had an emotional breakdown at some point, and you fell off the wagon. Pretty much meaning that you could have possibly started to drink or got tempted, because this card is very much lead us not into temptation from a low energy. Definitely, if you're going through or have been going through things of a low vibration, okay, through confusion or a transfusion, right? And because of that, it may have started to make someone compared. This is compared vision. This is someone that has vision, can be, but has compared vision. Meaning like when I'm not with it, like my vision is compared. Like I can't compare myself to anybody. So I'll take myself out the equation, but I could have fell off the wagon and I could have had a moment or a spell where I could have started to drink, right? But this is new to me. I don't really use these cards that much, but I could have fell off the wagon. But again, dreaming of a lot of travel and a lot of things like that, and like future stuff. It's like, well, I'm just like eyes wide shut, and I'm not prepared to look at things yet about travelling or expenses. But I'm picking up like Cancerian around like not willing to notice something. It's like I really don't want to look at these dreams. Someone could have been dream journaling, but they could have been having some very strange dreams that are trapped within the subconscious, right? Because it can bring back past trauma and things like that, and you can like really start to like dream some stuff because you're going through life. You're going through life. Whatever you go through day to day and you think, you'll dream about it, right? So be careful around your dreams. But again, I think that someone could have fell off the wagon. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to clear these up, and then something's being cleared up, or looking for the clear. But you are not in the clear. You're not in the clear. I don't know why. There's someone that wants to be in the clear, but they're not. Be careful around your finances or something. But this is past. This is past energy. Okay. So anyway, we're going to go over to the other side. So if you want to watch your actual May reading, I'm going to take these cards off and do something different. Okay, we look for a full spread and we go through whatever messages that I can give you for May. Okay, you can find that over on Patreon. It's $5. I was just going to do this for Patreon members, but I thought, well, I'll do this for people, and then you can decide to join if you want, which is literally $5. You get Sun, Rising, Venus and Jupiter, and then also you versus them and stuff that comes out through the month. I should hopefully have those done by the time these come out. I'm just going to be churning them out through the month. Okay, so you get all those that go straight to Patreon if you want to watch them. If you want a personal reading, you can reach out from the link below, all in the show more section, or join anything that I have, Lucid Dream, Tarot Music, all that stuff. You can join whatever you like. It's all in the show more section. And then I will hopefully see you over on Patreon, and we'll do your May reading. Thanks very much for your support, Aquarius. I really do appreciate it. For any likes, share and comments. And I will hopefully see you over on the other side, guys. Peace.